Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? Holla at your boy, Fragrance Family. And welcome back to the Pastor Smell Good YouTube channel, where the sin is always lovely and the sillage is absolutely divine. I greet you guys in the name of peace, prosperity, and oh, yes, perfumery. It's a great day to be uploading some more content yet again to some of my favorite people walking the planet. And those of you all, my brothers and sisters in FragCom. I hope that you all are having an exceptionally wonderful day. And if you have not already, may I please ask that you would run on over to Facebook and please like and follow my Facebook page entitled JTH Perfumeries. I'm also going to have the link down in the description for that as well, so that you can just click it and run over to Facebook and like and follow the page. There I will be further in the conversation on perfumery. Whenever I'm out and about in the field doing what I do, I'll be uploading some of that content to the JTH Perfumeries Facebook page. So thank you for all of the love. Thank you guys for getting me close to 900 subscribers. We should have been there years ago. But you know, guys, life speeds up, things become more important, and you have to prioritize things. And for that reason, I was taking a couple of breaks and stuff like that. But hey, I'm here again doing what I can while I can. But let's try to get to 1,000 subscribers. That'll be a wonderful milestone for me here on the channel. Also, before we get into today's review, one more thing I want to tell you guys. If there are any fragrances that you would like for me to review and talk about, I'm going to go ahead and put my email address in the description as well. And that way you can reach out to me through email. If we need to graduate from email to phone calls or text messaging, we can do it that way. If you guys would like to send me any fragrance for review, if you send it to me, you have my word, I will review it. I will let you know what my thoughts are on that particular fragrance. But anyway, let's take a trip to the private blend of the master Tom Ford. That's what we want to deal with today. I want to talk about Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. Guys, listen, when this stuff first came out, I was all over YouTube listening to everybody's reviews. And honestly, at that particular time, I didn't know all that I know now about perfumery. But I'm telling you guys something. I probably should have got my nose on this a very, very long time ago. Because let me tell you guys, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you already know I am a tobacco fiend. I love tobacco and perfumery. It's actually my favorite note. One of my favorite blends or accords is the honey tobacco, but we'll deal with that another time. But you guys know one thing about Smell Good. I love me a good tobacco. So let's go ahead and get into the notes here. In this fragrance, you're going to open up with some pipe tobacco. You're going to also get some spice notes in there. You're going to transition to a mid of tonka bean. You're going to get some tobacco blossom as well in the mid of the fragrance. And in the base, you're going to round out to some dried fruits and some I want to say woodsy note, but I'm picking up a lot of cedar wood there. And also, if I can jump back up to the mid, one of the other notes just came back to me, and that's the cacao. How could I forget the cacao, guys? Because that's extremely important. I'm going to go ahead and give myself an initial blast right out here on the porch, a little bit of wind blowing to just remind myself of the opening of the scent so that I can just chalk it up with you guys, okay? All right, and this is a 2013 vintage batch. I was able to land that in a fragrance group, and let me tell you something, I'm glad about it. All right, so y'all see that fresh application there? So let me tell you what this fragrance is gonna do. For me, Tobacco Vanille is not I wouldn't say a twist and turn fragrance. Let me just say it that way. There are not a whole lot of development here. This is pretty much a very linear scent to me with very little development. But when I first sprayed this thing out of the atomizer, guys, let me tell you two notes that I pick up the most. Number one, it's that tobacco. And then the second note that I pick up is the note I missed in the breakdown, which is the cacao. Now, I love me a good cacao in fragrances. I love that chocolatey nuance, that sweetness that cacao gives. Kind of like the cacao in the original Dior Homme Intense, or the cacao in the original Dior Homme. I really, really appreciate that chocolatey sweetness that it gives any type of fragrance profile. So we're opening up with a very chocolatey tobacco here is what's really, really catching my nose. And riding in the second chariot to that tobacco cacao opening, I pick up a very noticeable amount of the spices in there. I don't know if it's nutmeg. I don't know if it's caraway or um, I just don't know exactly what type of spice it is, but I'm definitely picking that up. I would assume that there's some nutmeg going on here in the spice because it's kind of very reminiscent to the spices that I picked up in Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. So if I were a betting man, if I can get into the perfumer's head in his creation, I would probably say that there is some nutmeg here in the opening of this scent. So you're getting this gorgeous chocolatey tobacco with a little bit of spice on there. Then you catch another round of that tobacco essence because there is some tobacco blossom in here. Okay, pretty much the flower that it grows off of. You can pick up a little bit of that. But in the base of the scent, guys, in the base of the scent, man, that's just where that vanilla just amps up with some cedar wood to my nose. That's really the wood that I'm picking up here. It could be some other woods fused into it, but I know cedar when I smell it. That cedar and that tobacco and that vanilla combination, it is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. It checks my boxes. I like a good spice. I like some attitude. And another note I just missed while I'm smelling it. You know what else is in this scent? Tonka bean. So you have this sweet root beerish and this vanillic base to the scent that just really supports and gives this tobacco profile its identity. I'm really crazy about that type of stuff. I really live for this. This is absolutely awesome, guys. And this is not an aged tobacco scent either. You know, a lot of people think tobacco and they think like an old smoker or something like that. By no means. This is refined. This is regal. This is elegant. This is very, very distinguished here. So what are you getting when you just put all of this stuff together? I think you get a very linear, sweet tobacco profile. And I think they named it wonderfully when they said tobacco vanille. It's just a vanilla tobacco. But I like the way it does the vanilla tobacco because this is unlike Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Extreme. Now, you guys know I'm down with that one and I'll wear it with a good heart. Niche guys, sorry, forgive me. But hey, that's a designer I'll rock till kingdom come. That tobacco vanilla fragrance profile in that, it's absolutely beautiful. But let me tell you something about this. This one edges it out simply because it's just more distinguished. It's more refined. This is the type of stuff that you put on when you're going to a black tie event. Okay, this is the type of stuff you put on when you know for yourself that you are absolutely dressed to kill because this stuff is so refined. Listen, when you hear the words tobacco, please don't think cigarettes, ashtrays, and stuff like that. There is so much more to tobacco than that. And this is done exceptionally well. I'm picking up even some nuances of Burberry London along with this thing. Because that's a very tobacco scent. Now, that tobacco scent goes heavily in the cinnamon direction. I don't feel like this one is going heavily in that cinnamon direction, but because of the spiciness of what I think is the nutmeg and the tobacco and the sweetness, it just kind of reminds me of it a little bit, but it gives this its own identity. Oh, man. I really, really, really like this. And honestly, I think I'm picking up some hints of Oajan in this as well. It's just something amazing about it. I'm picking up a little bit of that because I do believe Oajan has a tobacco note in it too. If the tobacco note's not listed, my nose picks that up in Oajan. But man, you talk about absolutely wonderful. Oh, it sets on the skin so well. Ooh, it sets on the skin well. So guys, that's what I think you're overall going to get with this scent. You're going to get a sweet vanillic tobacco profile that I think is absolutely masterfully done. I am late to the party on this, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the performance of this scent. What does this one perform like? Does she get up on off you? No, I'm not going to say she's beast mode. I would say, honestly, average on my skin. And this is a vintage bottle, but hey, I would say the projection is average on me. which is not a game changer or, something that makes me want to throw it in a can. I get average projection because, see, guys, when you talk projection, you're not just talking about how strong it is when it first leaps out of the bottle, but when I rate projection, I'm also rating how strong it leaps out, but how long that projection fights. Oh, yeah, it's going to come out the atomizer tough, packing a punch, but 15, 20 minutes, I mean, it recedes quite significantly. So that's why I'm saying this one here is average in projection. In terms of longevity, how long does this last? Guys, 10 hours plus. 10 hours plus on my skin is what I'm getting with this. Now, at the 10-hour mark, am I hunting it down like a bloodhound? Absolutely, but I can still pick it up. Okay, so I'm getting about 10 hours worth of longevity. Sillage, I would say about arm's length, nothing to run home and tell mama about. In terms of compliments, do I get a lot of compliments with this? For whatever reason, I don't. But I don't care, because guess what I told you guys? When you pay money for your fragrances, it's all about you. It is not about other people. It is all about how you feel primarily. If other people like the fragrance, that's just a byproduct of it. So compliments on my skin, this is below average. I don't know why. Honestly, I get way more compliments with Victor and Ross Spice Bomb Extreme, but I appreciate this in a whole lot more. So make it make sense, right? But it is what it is. As far as the occasion, I think I told you that already. Dress this up. Know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made when you put this on. Put this on because you know you are on your way. You are emerging. You are knocking on the door of greatness. Put this on when you know you are dressed to kill. When you ain't come to play, you came to slay. Yes, that's when I'm going to put on this type of stuff. When me and my wife are going out to an upscale event in our city, oh yeah, I'll put this on in a heartbeat, especially in this particular season. So when do I want to wear this? I want to wear this when it's chilly. Okay, I want to wear this when it's chilly. I'm not going to wear it when it's brutally cold because it doesn't do enough for me when it's brutally cold. But I'll wear this when it's chilly. I'll wear this to a nighttime event or even a daytime formal event. All right. So that's my take on this one here, guys. So how do I rate this? If I had to rate Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, as much as I want to do 5 out of 5, I'm going to tell you I can't. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more aggression in my fragrances in order to do that. And I'm just not quite getting that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit her with a 4 out of 5. I'm sorry, 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is a 90% free throw shooter, okay? Now, am I a little biased? Maybe because this is a tobacco dominant scent? Probably, but I told you that from Jump Street. So that's just where I am with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her 4.5 stars out of 5 as a 90% free throw shooter from the line. Y'all see my little Maltese in the background? Her name's Cotton Ball. Cutest little thing ever. All right. But that's what I'm going to go ahead and rate this scent, guys. Remember, I want to hear from you in the comments section. Let me know what you think about Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. And listen, I don't know if you guys can see quite where I'm at because I may not have the lighting, but I've already beat her down to about right here. Okay. So I'm probably sitting on about 30 more mils of her left. And you know what? I'm going to spray my heart out. And when she runs out, I'll hunt her down again. All right. Take care. Talk to you later. And we'll do this thing again. Peace.